Hello, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to show you a quick tutorial on how to apply an image to a sublimation tumbler using a regular heat gun and a smaller image, not a full wrap, as I have done in the previous video. So stay tuned. So I have my heat gun, which is Drill Master. I got it from Harbor Freight, used the coupon, got it for like $7 or $8. You're also gonna need some masking tape. I use 2 different sizes and you'll see once I get started the reason for using the 2. And then I'm actually applying my image to the regular 17-ounce water bottle, so it'll be an image almost down here at this part of the bottle. So I find it easier to actually do my things in my lap vices on the table. Like I would start out on the table doing stuff, but as I move on in the steps, I actually move down to my lap because I don't know, I just feel a little more comfortable, and then it being on my leg, I can get a better grip because as you know, you want to get this image as tight as possible. And for me, when I have it down here, it's like I have more control of it. And as you see, I have a little overlap, but it does not matter because I'm not doing a full wrap. So the white paper on top of white paper really doesn't matter. But the only thing, you just want to check your work, make sure the image is where you want it to be. Mine is a little off, so I'm gonna slide it up some. And if you're doing multiples, all you have to do once you get your first printed, just measure it, and then you'll know where to put the rest of them. So that looks about where I want it to be. And again, all you do is pull it tight, make sure you have it as tight as possible. And now this is where the 2 different types of masking tape comes into play at. So I take the first one, the smaller one, and I line it up on this, I line it up against where the seam is at. So the seam is here. So I take the tape and put it on this side of the seam. That way I can pull it tighter. So as I'm applying the tape, I tape down and I pull. Apply more tape and pull. That way I'm ensuring that I'm getting the tightest that I can get with this image. And then once I get back around to the seam again, I get my scissors and I just cut it. And then just ensure that you have that down as tight as possible and flat. And now I move on. And at this point, I go up to the top of the image using the same smaller tape. Put it down, same technique on the non-seam side, and then just pull and tape, ensuring that you are getting it straight, no wrinkles, and tight as possible. My right hand, I'm actually pulling the tape as I'm putting it down. So I'm getting a good seal on it as well. And then I just cut it. Now I move on to my larger tape for the middle. And this, it'll be 2 pieces and they'll overlap, but I haven't had an issue with it. So again, same concept, taking it, pulling, apply, pull, apply. If you start to get a wrinkle, pull it up, pull it tighter, and just keep going around until you completely have the tape down. And then again, cut it and ensure that you have it as smooth as possible. And then apply your last piece of tape onto it. Again, right there on the seam, flatten it, making sure you got a good. And again, pull, tape, pull it some more, put it down, pull, and put it down. And now I'm back to the seam again. So as you can see, image taped all around, flat as it can be, no bubbles or anything like that. Well, I have one right there, but it's gone now. So that is what you have before you apply the heat to it. Okay, so in this part of the video, I'll show you guys how to use the heat gun, applying the image to the actual tumbler. And what I do is I set my timer on my stove to 6 minutes, and I let it go for 6 minutes. And all I do is I take it and just up and down on where the image at, rotating it periodically. Now I have finished heating the tumbler up for 6 minutes with the heat gun. So now all I do is I take each strip of tape and peel it back. And you want to ensure that you remove the tape in the same order that you put it on. That way you're not tearing away from the design, because of course if the tape is overlapped, then you'll be ripping that tape up at the same time as you trying to pull each piece. So I go in the order that I put it down, just so I don't mess it up. And you want to just get it right here, again, where the seam is at, and just leave it stuck there. And once you finish, you'll just be taking it all off at once. So I'm on my last strip, and I noticed that I have overlap. So just peel that back a little bit, and then start pulling your last piece of tape off. And then once you get to the end, you remove the entire image, like so. And there you have it. The image is on your bottle, and you can wipe it, no issues. So there you have it.